What's up, everybody? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. This is the first time we're recording on Sunday in a long time.
In a long time.
It's Sunday in beautiful Los Angeles. How you doing? Los Angeles?
LA, City of Angels.
Yeah, the big city, big Hollywood.
Hollywood,
we're here.
So, guys, I know that this is like, it really doesn't hit that many people because the movie was not like an incredibly popular movie, but it just plays in my head every single time I'm here. And it's Starstruck.
Oh, that's
the Disney
a
movie.
Great Disney
Something
film.
About the sunshine. Something about the sunshine.
I wasn't
baby.
too familiar with the soundtrack
you
there.
In a whole new light. Yeah.
That's
on
pretty
Hollywood and there's like that always makes me play.
The big city. We're in Hollywood. We're in LA.
Yep.
I can't take it seriously saying Hollywood.
It's Sunday.
It is Sunday. We had our Chicago show on Friday. It was our first ever Friday live show. It was insane.
Great.
It was awesome. It was everything we could have dreamed of and more. Seriously, such an amazing show, an amazing crowd in Chicago, and then an amazing after party at the Barstool Bar after. We were not expecting that level of people, and yet we couldn't be more appreciative of you guys coming out and showing us that love in person, because there's like truly nothing better than meeting you guys in person, hanging out, dancing, having fun, and just having a great time. Like there's just nothing better than that.
I agree. Singing at the top of my lungs. A lot of Taylor Swift was played.
A lot of Taylor Swift.
Loved. But the show was great. Chicago always is a great show. The crowd's always great.
It really is.
Definitely one of my favorites. That theater is just like really cool.
So cool.
It fits a lot of people, but it also is like has an intimate feeling as well, which is just really fun. And we had an absolute blast.
It was awesome. Trent came. That was awesome. You know, I mentioned on the podcast.
The best for last.
Yeah. Mentioned on the podcast last week that we asked somebody to come on the podcast and they were busy. That was Trent.
Yeah.
So we were all in Chicago. We said, Trent, come talk about The Bachelor. He wasn't caught up because he's been very busy, being a star.
True.
And so he was able to make it to the Chicago live show, and everybody always goes crazy. He gets the biggest pop of all time every single time.
I was saying, like, that's louder than like concerts I go to.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All he has to do is lift the luggage in the air.
Yeah.
And it's just a trick. It's like, boom, everybody goes like, nuts.
Do the thing. He's doing it. He's doing the thing.
Oh my God, he's saying his line.
He's doing the thing.
Right. It's awesome though. Like I was laying in bed after the Chicago show the next morning. Well, my heart was beating so fast that night.
Yeah, same.
Because the adrenaline was crazy. Like we just were not, when we got out of the car at the bar,
I had
the
one too many
bar,
coffees too.
Yes, because we needed the energy. When we got out of the car at the Barstool Bar, like seeing everybody lined up, it's great. I'm like, oh my God, what? Like, guys, this is crazy. Like, we just have a podcast, but it's so overwhelming, like in the best way possible. And it's like,
fun.
oh my God, this is insane. So I was watching all the videos the next morning, and I was like hysterical. I was just hysterical, crying in bed. Like, this is our life. Like, this is nuts. Like, I couldn't be more thankful for everybody. Oh my God, life's crazy. No, but seriously, we just couldn't be more thankful that you guys show us that love and support endlessly. Like people who have been listening for years and years now and have stuck with us. We do the meet and greets, and girls are like, I've been listening since 2018 and I'm still listening. And I'm like, that is awesome that you have not gotten sick of us yet. Because I think I would at some point. But it's just so cool. So this has been such a great group of live shows, and we have one more in New York City, December 6th. I think it's almost sold out. We have a couple tickets still on sale. So if you are debating, I would buy those as soon as you can. It's going to be a holiday spectacular. We're going to make it really fun. And it is our biggest show yet. I think Chicago was the second biggest. No. Chicago was like 900 or?
Chicago's like 850.
8-ish, 850, but I feel like last year's New York show was...
New York was 1,000. Yeah, so this is like 1,500 people, which is going to be the biggest one we've ever done, which is insane to think about. So we're super excited for that. We got a little bit of time before that. But of course, take
a little break.
We did have our time in Chicago. We talked about being at the Chicago office last week. That was really cool to see. But then after that, we went to dinner in Chicago.
Yes, and if you went to the Chicago show, you heard this story already, but we have to tell it for everybody else.
Yes, we do. We went to dinner in Chicago, La Scarola, amazing Italian place. Eddie, who works at Barstool, set it up. Shout out Eddie.
Yep.
And we get authentic, just like Italian food. Great there. We sit down. The owner comes over and he's like, Jerry Seinfeld is coming at 10 p.m. Just out of nowhere, like unprompted.
Yeah, unprompted. Unprompted. It was kind of like a guess what.
Yeah.
Like he like came over to our table and was like, guess what?
And he's like, Jerry Seinfeld's coming at 10 p.m.
Jerry Seinfeld's coming at 10 p.m.
And we've been tricked before.
Noah was like, what did he say? Who?
Yeah, Noah,
freaking out.
Noah almost fell over. And we've been tricked before in our life with so-and-so's coming here. You know, we've been at a place. Oh my God, Leonardo DiCaprio's showing up. And he never shows.
I fall for it every time.
And Noah does fall for it every single time. But
we
granted,
know Noah loves a surprise guest.
Yeah, but granted, I don't think they're lying.
They're not, because we see
see them there. It's just we never actually see them there in person.
Yep.
So we're waiting out, you know, past 10 p.m. We're pushing it. You know, we stayed till about like 10:15. You stayed till about 10:30. No Jerry Seinfeld.
No.
The next morning, we see it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld at La Scarola and Jim Gaffigan. Sitting in Noah's seat. Sitting in the exact
Same seat
that Noah sat in. They must have sat down because we were the only table left in the restaurant.
Yeah, everybody was gone. We were like, they can't possibly be coming. This place is empty.
Everybody cleared out. Yeah. We were really milking this table. They must have came in as soon as we got up from those seats.
I do think, though, that like if we just literally refused to get up, they would have sat them at like in the back in the other room. That's just a good like we were at a good table, so I think it was like, oh, if they get up and then we'll put them at this table. And we did get up because I would like even when we were finishing up, I didn't feel like we were being. Nobody was like, oh, like staring at us, you know. They kept coming over, coffee, dessert, anything else, any drinks, you want anything more?
Yeah, Noah went full coffee, not espresso, because he really wanted to make it last.
Like an absurd amount of red wine in like a small amount of time because we had ordered a bottle of wine, and you know, 2-sip Tony was a little tired, and I drank.
Yeah, you know, I talk about how much I love a nice drink, but we just had so much going on. You know when you we've been talking about this a lot this past couple of days just because we've had a lot going on, but like when you're drinking but you're only getting tired, not drunk. And that is not like, then at that point you're like, why am I putting this in my system when I'm only falling asleep instead of getting drunk? You know, it's at that point you got to put your hands up in the air and go,
no, I know,
it ain't worth it.
I'm just having like, and I've always noticed it, but it is funny because I've just like, Rhea loves to order quite literally any drink and like take a couple sips. And that's it. But it's mostly like coffee. Like you'll do it the most, I feel like, with coffee. And when we were getting ready, I got you a coffee from Starbucks. You were getting your makeup done. You finished your makeup. You were laying in bed. I couldn't see you, but I could hear you because now I was getting my makeup done. And you were like, oh man, this coffee's really not doing anything. Like I'm so tired. I'm like, how many sips do you take? 2? Is he got a full coffee sitting right next to you? You were like, shut up, Fran.
Yeah, I was like, shut the fuck up. No, it's true. I don't know. Like
how's the coffee gonna help you?
I know I didn't drink the whole thing. I'm like scared. Like I'm scared. Like it's hard to explain. But when it comes to drinking a full coffee, I'm like, what am I going to feel like at the end of this if I drink the entire thing, you know?
Right. But that's how you get the caffeine because 2 sips is going to do nothing.
It's not going to do anything. But I know that when I drink the whole thing, it makes me crazy.
Yeah.
Which sometimes you need.
Yeah.
But like even with alcohol, I'm like really a lightweight. I really am. We had drinks before dinner last night. I got a margarita, I love a spicy margarita. And 2 sips in, I'm like, is this placebo or do I actually feel this way? I can never figure it out. I don't know. I don't know if it's actually how my body feels or if it's placebo effect. I'm not sure.
I think a lot of it does come down to placebo for you. And then you do talk yourself into like... Right.
And then I get afraid. Like I'm like, oh my God, just slow down, take it easy. Yeah. Because I blacked out twice in my life. And ever since then, I'm like, I get afraid.
It's a fair fear. It's a fair fear. No, but
I like a little buzz.
That was a tough Tough one for Noah. He was really hoping that he would have a Jerry Seinfeld sighting. He got really excited.
I also said, though, that I don't know what I would have done if he did show up when we were there, because he's one of those celebrities, probably like top 5 of people I'd be scared to approach.
Yeah, I also feel like it would have been awkward because there quite literally was no one left in the restaurant. Like if we were the only table left and they walked in, like it looks like we're waiting for, it looks like we're just sitting there.
But he'd be like, they have a show too.
No, but because we knew the owner, it could have.
He would have facilitated.
I think he would have.
That's true. There might have been a little,
because he, so I think maybe, but probably not. I don't know.
Also, Jim Gaffigan was with him too, which is funny.
Right.
Yeah.
So we missed out on that, but we're in LA now, and
he absolutely roasted Noah for having a peanut allergy.
Wait, I totally forgot that because we do talk about Noah's peanut allergy.
Noah was like, hey, just want to let you know, like I have a peanut allergy, and the guy was standing at the end of the table. He goes, I bet you do,
and then didn't give a fuck and brought out cannolis with nuts on it. Put it right on the table.
Yeah, they were
pistachios.
But I said I was allergic to all nuts, and
he didn't care.
Nuts. He didn't.
Yeah, I feel like you said peanut though.
I said nuts.
No, he was like, I have it.
I thought you said peanut.
No, he didn't.
I always just say nuts to just be safe.
Yeah.
You know what threw me off last night at dinner when she asked about sesame seeds, and you said you would stay away from sesame. Do you always stay away from sesame?
It depends like how it's cooked. Like I have sesame bagels and all that stuff. Like it's cooked, but like if I have a lot of sesame, it won't be great. But
that's like another allergy.
Yeah. What about sesame?
Like that's like not connect. Like that's not sesames aren't.
No, it's not connected.
Nuts.
What about sesame on sushi?
I would,
like on a roll.
I think that's why she was asking.
Yeah, well, I probably would be able to. It's just more about the amount I eat, I think, or like how it's cooked. But it won't kill me. Peanuts is the only thing that will kill me.
Yeah.
I am always trying to do right by my hair. I take my hair very seriously, and when it comes to my hair and scalp health, finding a product that actually works and is made with clean ingredients always seems like a trade-off. With Vegamore, I get products that are made with clean ingredients and give me visibly healthy hair and scalp. With Vegamore, I am also able to have visibly thicker, fuller, shinier, longer hair, all without the harsh ingredients. Every cute pink bottle of Vegamore products are 100% cruelty-free and are never formulated with potential harmful chemicals like parabens or hormones. What's even better is Vegamore's value kits, like the Grow Essentials Kit, where you get to try more than one amazing product at a great savings. Francesca. When you sign up for a monthly subscription, you save more and you never run low on the products you need to take care of your hair. The key is consistency in your routine for your most beautiful, healthy looking hair. The Grow Hair Serum Daily helps the hair and scalp to flourish to its best possibilities. Give your hair the power of the Link Pink bottle with Vegamore. For a limited time, Chicks in the Office listeners get 20% off their first order by going to vegamore.com/chicks and use code CHICKS at checkout. That's vegamor.com/chicks, code CHICKS to save 20% on your first order. vegamor.com/chicks, code CHICKS to save 20% on your first order. We went out to dinner last night.
We did.
Drake's in West Hollywood. It was delicious.
Really
good. Really, really good.
Really good. Highly recommend.
Yeah. And
we flew backwards here. Which, was a feeling that I honestly will never seek again. And we're flying from O'Hare to LAX, and we flew United, and we weren't able, like, our seats weren't assigned when the flights were first booked, and we didn't have the ability to pick our seats yet. It was like, I don't know, it opened up. It was weird. It was a weird thing.
Yeah.
And so when we finally looked at it, it was like, we basically were given seats.
Yes.
And when we got onto the plane, we were like, oh, some of these are like facing each other. Like there are certain rows that are backwards instead of forward, which was funky to say the least. I was just like staring directly at, like, you're just staring at at the people. You're facing each other.
Yeah.
You're looking right. Literally the whole time you're looking right at each other, which was really bizarre. and just like threw my equilibrium off. Taking off and landing backwards, I did not like. And you know what it did make me think of though? Like the amount of, like you see people on their private jets, like famous people and whatnot, and there's like bucket seats, those big bucket seats, and they got the table in the middle and they're facing each other. I'm like, wow, so many people fly backwards.
That is a great
on
point.
A private plane.
That is an amazing point.
Maybe because it's a smaller plane. I don't know. But flying backwards on this flight to LA, I hated it every second.
It was the landing. You didn't really, well, I personally didn't really feel it in the air, but the landing and taking off was very bizarre.
Yes.
And there was a baby on the flight who was facing me.
Yeah.
Who wanted my fucking.
We both flew backwards.
Yeah, we both flew backwards. We were not next to each other, but I have a picture of us.
Yep.
There was a baby who wanted my monkey, Otto, so bad, was just pointing at the monkey for like an hour. And I was like, you're not getting it. Get your filthy paws away from me. Stop. She was like trying to grab at it. And her dad was like, haha. And I was like, haha. Yeah, no. Yes. No. Nope. I thought they thought I was going to be nice and be like, oh, take it. No, absolutely not. This is my monkey Otto that I like to sleep with. I like to fly with. And you're not having him, little baby.
No.
So get your filthy paws away. Tuck him inside.
I certainly wouldn't be giving Charles up either.
And she was greedy because she already had a pet giraffe.
Yeah. She was straight up pointing at you though. You took a picture.
No, I took a picture and she was pointing at the monkey. I was like, put your finger down. You're not having it.
Oh man. Yeah.
Pet your giraffe.
Yeah. I mean, the flight like went fast. Like it wasn't coming from Chicago. Obviously, made it way easier. But do not recommend flying backwards. I would not.
No, I mean there was no choice. The guy next to me, I had an interesting row of men, 4-seater. Like, which is crazy too.
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time you've seen a 4-seater plane?
Yeah.
So it was me and 3 men, and one of the guys in my row had a full
honestly,
bag
so sketchy
of candy, like a big duffel bag of candy, and he spilled. He
must have there's like a Chicago store or something. That's
I don't
like,
know, but he spilled the candy all by your seat.
He spilled it all over my seat. I had to wait for them to finish cleaning it up, and it wasn't like it was like
big sweet.
They looked like sweet tarts. Yes, but like so many. And I thought one of the. We didn't see the spillage happen, but we saw the aftermath, and there was a lot of kids around us. So in my mind, I was like, oh, kid probably knocked over some candy, like whatever. And when I sat down, the guy sitting next to me goes, yeah, some guy spilled candy all over your area. And I was like, oh God, what?
It was crazy. He was the candy man. He had this big duffel bag of candy, and he put it above in the overhead bin, and he didn't shove it in all the way.
Yeah.
And so the flight attendant came over and was like, whose bag is this? Like, is there anything really important in there? And he was like, it's mine. It's the candy.
Full of candy.
No, he literally was like, it's all candy. It's very important. Please be careful. I was like, what what kind of candy is this?
It's interesting.
It was very sketchy.
There has to be like a story behind that candy.
No, it has to be. Maybe it's edibles. Maybe he's a dealer. I was in the aisle and he was in one of the middle. And, because there was 4. He, as soon as the plane landed, jumped ahead of me and the other guy
to get his candy.
Like he was getting the candy immediately and running off the plane. So there was something sketchy going on with this candy.
So many scenarios in my head of like what that candy was for.
He has a major sweet tooth, or it's edibles.
I'm drumming up some like story of maybe he has like a long lost daughter that he's reconnecting with
and wants to bring her candy.
Wants to like there was like a candy that she really liked when she was little, and he like went to go get it and was bringing it back to her. I don't know why that was my first potential thought in my head of like what this story could be. But or this guy just really fucking loves that one candy.
I think he would have told us that story.
Maybe there's also like a Chicago candy store that like is famous or something for their tarts.
Right. But I feel like if he was like a sweet gentleman man, like reconnecting with his long lost daughter, he would have told us.
You tell like the whole plane,
because he was talkative, and he was just talking about this candy. It was weird.
Maybe he entered like a competition.
It was unsettling.
Won a lifetime supply of
a duffel bag full of candy, and yet not a single treat during the flight. Like you have this dufful bag full of candy, and yet no sweet tart during the flight.
He didn't jump into it at all.
No, nothing. He didn't dive into it at all.
Weird.
My favorite was there were a ton of kids in our section. There was a ton, and every person without a kid complained about it. Like, like the old couple in front of me, they were like, oh man, a lot of kids on this flight. Too many kids. Like, and then the old lady next to me, she was really cold. And she kept telling the flight attendant how cold she was. And the flight attendant was like, we're really trying to warm the plane up. It's like, no, you're not. We all know planes are cold. No. You're not warming up shit.
No.
Granny's over here with a big scarf and a big coat on, and you don't care at all.
No.
Give her a hot cocoa and send her on her way, because we know you don't care.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, it's nothing crazy so far in LA. We do have the gala tonight, so that'll be a lot of fun. Interested to see what's happening there. We'll be doing our own styling for this gala.
Yeah, no, we're rocking hair and makeup by yours truly.
Yeah, by us. So I'm sure everyone will be dressed to the nines.
Yeah,
and there will be us. So
hey,
no, it's great. But I put it on my story. I was like, Chicago was fantastic, on cloud 9, time to go get humbled in LA real fast.
Yeah, always.
But red carpet. What's your name?
No, that's
MARIA.
Yeah. No, it's just
but I like that.
Yeah. And it's an easier way of like telling yourself that this is just like, we're just going to an event.
Right.
Normal. Mm-hmm. We're adults getting ourselves ready and going somewhere nice.
Yes, we can. We are capable of that.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it'll be fun. And then the
updates
rest of the updates to come, because we obviously will be recording on Tuesday as well.
Yeah.
So let's get into the rest of the show, which is really just us talking about.
We have 2 things to talk about. No, I'm sorry. We have 2 things to talk about.
Yeah. We really are just going to be talking about Taylor Swift and her concert and Travis Kelce, like the cutest videos of all time. We are actually not okay. Like, we have been not okay about these videos. I'm unstable about it. And
Weekly Watch Report. 2 things.
I did see Timothée Chalamet on Saturday Night Live. I saw some clips. I didn't watch the whole thing. Couldn't catch it last night. But I love Timothée Chalamet. I do. Like, he was promoting Wonka, and he was like, time for some shameless promotion. Wonka comes out in theaters.
The babyface thing, I saw like maybe 20 seconds of that also.
Yeah, saw that. Kris Jenner did promote Saturday Night Live on her story, and then
deleted it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Kylie was like, Mom, you're embarrassing me.
Yeah.
I'm like stretching out my legs, and they look really tiny right now.
They do look tiny.
And Kylie Jenner went to the Saturday Night Live after party, but everyone's focus was on something else. So let's get into it. Chicks in the Office is sponsored by BetterHelp. Around the time of the holidays, things can get stressful, and sometimes even, natural sadness or anxiety can get in the way. But adding something new and positive to your life can counteract some of those feelings that may arise. Therapy can be a bright spot amid all of the stress and change, something to look forward to make you feel grounded, and to give you the tools to manage everything going on. I know a ton of people in my life that use therapy have used BetterHelp to, get things going in the right direction in a positive way. Sometimes a lot can be going on in your brain and you don't know who to talk to, you don't know where to turn, but talking to a licensed therapist can help you figure out the right path to better your brain and help you out. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/office today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/office. Okay. Time to digest everything that happened. I mean, like, full on sobbing watching all these videos. For those who haven't seen it, you must be living under a fucking rock. We know everybody who listens to this podcast.
Oh, it's literally the first thing on every time I open Instagram, there's another video of it. Should we just like watch again?
Yeah. Which one though? Which one?
The run first.
The run and kiss.
Then we'll go to the other one.
I love this one so much. Yes, waving to the crowd, waving to the crowd. Run to her toe, man. And there he is. Hug him like a tree. Yep, hug him right like a tree. Should we play bicycle? Yeah!
Oh man.
Yes!
This was literally me just laying in bed watching this video over and over. I'm gonna turn the sound off so it stops. But I literally feel like Tom Cruise. Like I want to jump up and down on the couch. They're in love. They're
gonna get married. They're gonna get married. It's amazing. I love love. I can't take it.
Oh my God, I'm sorry to all your eardrums.
No, it's so cute though. Like when we saw that video, I have heartburn. When we saw that video, it was like, holy shit, they are in love. They are getting married. No, they are getting married.
Falling in love again. I'm falling in love. Oh, she sang Labyrinth.
I know.
The first night.
They're getting married. Like,
Endgame. She sang Endgame.
To him. She said, baby, I'm yours forever.
Yeah. I want to be an Endgame.
I don't know if that's what she said exactly.
Want to be your first string.
No,
First string?
No, they're in love. It's crazy. So he went to Argentina and he went to the concert with her dad, Scott.
Yep.
And let me tell you how happy Scott is to have a fucking
so
manly
happy.
man athlete, just one of the boys.
So happy.
Like when Taylor sang Karma is the man on the Chiefs coming straight home to me. Scott
Guys,
was like,
I'm the noises I'm making
No,
are
I
like
know.
a small pig in heat. I just keep being like,
like a dolphin.
I'm squealing.
No, it's amazing. Scott was like, yes, that is you, Travis. And Travis was like blushing, couldn't take it. Her dancers were freaking out.
He was wearing and he was wearing a little Chiefs lanyard.
I think the cutest video of them all, besides actually seeing Taylor running and jumping and kissing him, like, first of all, she's probably just really soaking in the fact that this is a beefy, like, man. Like, this is a tall, muscular athlete that can just take control of her and let her feel like, you know, oh my God, I'm just going to run into your arms.
Yes. And what was the phrase that Hillary Burton used to describe him? She's been tweeting about this, and honestly, Hillary Burton, she described Travis Kelce as big old beefy tree of a man.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. And Scott, when Taylor sings it, you know, Travis is all like, like blushing. And Scott's like, yeah, like throws his hands in the air. And he's like, and then they're both like hands up in the air going crazy. Like, I bet Scott Swift is so fucking happy. That he doesn't have to deal with these artsy little freaks anymore.
Fartsy British boys.
Oh my God, I'm an artsy little freak.
Yeah.
And now he has an athlete.
Actually exactly how I expect Maddie Healy to sound. I'm not going to lie.
And now he has an athlete that he can hang out with and be like, oh my gosh, my daughter is dating a star NFL player.
Like Scott's hey, you see the big game?
Yeah, and not only is he like a star NFL player, like a respectful gentleman, raised right, like has a normal family. Like we're delusional, but they're giving it to us.
No,
Taylor
I know.
and Travis are feeding it to everybody. Yeah. So now we can talk about it. They are getting married.
I mean,
they're getting married.
There's a very we like never see. She kissed him. We saw it. They kissed. Their lips touched. We all saw it. We never see her touch lips with other people.
We never see it.
We never see them kiss in public.
And did you see the video before?
I'm like getting getting flushed.
And
the fact that the high of the show, she just sang Karma. She did the whole Karma is the guy in the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And it's the end of the show. She runs off. Everybody's screaming. He's saying there. What I also loved was that he was saying there with his arms like, and people pointed this out. They were like, he's saying there with his arms behind his back, like she's the one dictating how this is gonna go, like what level PDA. But she must have just been on such a high of like I just put on a fucking amazing show for all these people. They're screaming, they're cheering. I'm running off. I got this big old beefy man, tree of a man. He's waiting for me. He's standing there. She starts running to him like she can't help herself. Just wants to jump in his arms, and he's like, he brings her in for the embrace. When you're smiling,
when you're in love like that, you can't help it.
Exactly.
And
that's why I feel. I'm like she can't help herself. She loves him so much,
and that is the best feeling in the entire world. And I am just so happy for them. And did you see? Right before that, Scott, pulled Travis out of the tent, and he said, come here, because Travis was standing at the end of the show.
Yeah,
he was standing behind, and Scott goes, no, come here, and made him take his place, and Scott went into the tent and was like, you're gonna fucking love my daughter. Like, he's like, you know what, I'm so ecstatic for the both of you. Show everyone your love. Stand here and embrace my daughter.
I mean,
kiss my daughter.
Kiss her on the lips.
Yeah, literally. The filming, thank
We're
God.
Crazy.
And honestly, shout out everybody that, has their phone at the ready at all times at these shows, because thank God people are filming every moment. Chris Olsen, shout out Chris Olsen, because Chris Olsen on his his spam TikTok account posting live, just like minute long videos of he went to the show in Argentina, and you get to see it all and like see all these moments, and just like the video of Travis with he goes, oh my God, she throws the Chiefs line out there, and Scott's reaction of like the
he's like,
he
it's you,
and then he threw his hand.
Yeah.
Even Scott just filming, like he was filming Travis singing to one of the songs, and he's got like the flashlight on him, and they're filming the video, and Scott like has it zoomed in. You can see the screen. It's zoomed in so close to Travis's face. But he made the trip. It was his bye week. We knew he was going, but we did not know who would have expected this kind of content we would get. Also during the Archer, he held up a little paper sign that said, we will stay, because it's something that people do at the shows during the Archer. He did that then. I just
it's unbelievable that they are feeding their love to the world, and we can't get enough of it.
Karma
and
is the guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to me.
And the little giggle she did, and then all of her dancers fuck yeah, and they're so happy for her. Like, everyone's so happy for her. It's different. It's different with these two.
It's different. The videos of her singing Endgame too, like she just looks so happy, and I'm so happy. I hope that this love bubble phase that they're in continues. I mean, we got some drinks at the hotel before, like you said, before we went to dinner, and it was basically as these videos were coming out, and it was the two of us and Noah at the time, and we were like dead serious plotting out the timeline of their engagement, and Noah was like, what are you guys talking about? We're like, no, like realistically, like when this could happen, when's the tour, where are they going to be, when's the tour going to end? I said maybe post Eras tour, end of next year. Maybe, you never
know. It's possible. It's very possible.
You never know. They could run away tomorrow and get married. Who knows? But I just,
it's so possible. And the Haim sisters would throw up. They would be sick to their stomach. Can you believe what they're waking up to today?
All of them. Selena, Gigi.
Oh my God.
They must be mortified.
Yeah.
Imagine a Taylor Swift wedding, like just that event.
Oh God. It's got to be on lock. Like her wedding, will be the most top secret thing of all time.
I feel like I mean, who knows where she would want to do it, but I envision her, like at her house in Rhode Island, like doing it there, like on the, coastal.
Right. But people
vibes.
might be able to see
no, well, I mean, they'll hire the where could they go that people wouldn't see?
Right. I don't know.
I mean, obviously somewhere it could be inside somewhere, but it's just not what I envisioned for her.
No, I agree. I mean, listen, here's the thing. The fact that we get these videos endlessly every weekend, something new, I can't take it. I can't take it. And now we're going to get the podcast this week. Yeah. New Heights.
Oh my God. What is Jason going to say?
Jason is obviously going to bring all of this up to Travis.
Yeah.
And I think Travis is going to feel more comfortable talking about it because Taylor is talking. Right. When has she ever done that?
No,
she changed the lyrics at her concert.
Yeah.
She is so in love. She is mesmerized by this man.
Oh yeah.
They're having a good time.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, they're having a great time.
Karma. And I also loved, because we saw videos, right? She had to cancel her show Friday because of rain, and she moved it to Sunday. But Friday, there was really bad storms. They had to delay, so she posted. But we all knew we knew Travis had landed, and there's videos of them out to dinner, and they're walking to the restaurant, and people are obviously freaking out. But then one person started clapping, and then everybody started clapping in the restaurant. They just walked in and everyone was like, yeah,
woo!
Round of applause. There's also, I saw so many, I mean, quite literally, it's my entire TikTok feed, but I saw one person post a zoomed in video of them walking into that restaurant, and they're hand in hand, and he gives her one of these, the 1, 2, 3.
That's what me and Matt do. I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of people do
That's
it.
like our, you know, like
a lot of people do it.
Like, you know,
well,
and
people
just,
do like the 1, 2, 3, I love you.
Yeah,
you know, it's like
yeah.
it's like 1, 2, 3, I
right.
love you.
And so it's like
Yeah.
a great,
Yeah.
like, you know, reassurance. Like if you're in like a spot where you're just like, you know,
You're walking into public, people are like awkwardly clapping for you. Like, you're like, you're like, okay, wait, I've just walked into a restaurant.
Right, that only happens to them.
There's like, there's like not that, like, it wasn't, you know, they weren't being swarmed on the streets. Like there wasn't thousands and thousands of people. It was like an intimate restaurant, it seemed like. But yeah, it's just, I just can't get enough.
Right. We're like on this.
I just can't get enough.
High.
And I'm just so happy for.
We're getting every angle.
I know. I'm just so happy for Taylor in the sense that, like, I feel like her family is so into it. Like, to see her dad like that, I don't know if we've ever publicly seen her dad react to anything like that. Like, he's normally a pretty stoic guy. He watches. He's a dad, the classic dad. But he was animated. He was pumped up. He was happy to be standing there with Travis enjoying that show. And I feel like that has got to make Taylor so happy, because I feel like, as somebody who, you know, you resonate with that, because I think every girl's dream, if they're lucky enough to, you know, have their dad in their life, which, you know, we are, so I feel like we can understand. But when your dad gets along with your significant other, and they can, like, they got their little inside jokes and they can hang out together.
Oh yeah.
Nothing makes you happier.
Oh, it's great.
Like, nothing makes you happier to watch that happen, and like to see it as like the daughter, and like seeing your dad and this guy like get along like that is just like,
it's a dream.
It's just the best feeling.
It
so
is.
I'm like, I'm just thinking, oh, like if I feel that way, like Taylor must just be like,
she'd be like, this is amazing. Yeah.
You know, like, oh, goodness gracious,
no, it's great to see. Like, we're gonna get more and more angles of this.
I'm sweating.
No,
like,
I don't.
Feel under my knees.
Oh my! Oh God! No, I wish I did do that. Like, I thought it was just gonna be like a little wet.
I'm literally
like, no,
sweating
that's
profusely.
Full sweat.
No, I worked myself up into a full sweat.
Like, caught myself being crazy this morning in bed, like crying at these videos, and I was like, "Whoa, pull it together." Because you're acting crazy right now. But I just love, and I love seeing people so happy like that, and it just, oh my gosh, I cannot believe we're getting all these videos, and it's so great to see, and I hope that we get more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we could talk about this all day long, but I think
we really could.
I think we covered, you know.
Yeah, we won't reach the level of delusional where we literally start planning their wedding, but we're thinking
close.
about it.
No, we talk about it
like,
offline.
Yeah, I mean, Endgame, baby. Like, hello, Endgame. She's saying it right to him.
Yeah, she's like,
this is it.
I'm yours, you're mine. That's it. Propose.
Yep.
Like, I'm telling you.
She basically proposed on stage.
And she was basically like giving him the green light. Like, if you ask, I'm saying yes.
Yeah. I want to be your Endgame.
Yeah.
I want to be
She's
your
like,
first string.
choose me. You know? Oh man. All right.
I've honestly just said it's been playing in my head nonstop. Even as I'm talking and words are coming out of my mouth, my brain is saying Karma is the guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to me.
Yeah.
You know, on that stage, she's just a girl standing in front of a guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're very right. You were waiting to let that one out.
You were waiting for that.
Do you get it? Do you know the reference?
Yes.
I don't.
Notting Hill.
Oh, I never seen it. So good thing I didn't lie just
there.
Yeah. Imagine I was like, yeah, I get it.
No,
but then I've never seen Notting Hill.
It's like Julia Roberts, you know, she's mega famous, and she falls in love. I mean, obviously, you know, Travis Kelce is Travis Kelce, but she says to Hugh Grant, like, yeah, I'm just a girl.
Standing in front of a guy. Asking him to
that's
love
the two of them.
Yeah.
And you know, I just feel like Taylor is like living like a high school dream right now. Like, she's like, I am dating a star football player.
Yeah. I also sorry, not done talking about it, but I'm also just,
and he's like, I'm dating the most talented famous woman in the world.
He's so impressed by her.
He's so proud of her.
He's so proud of her, so impressed by her, lifting her up, supporting her. And I feel like they're doing that for each other. You know, she's going to games, he's going to concerts. They're making it work.
Nothing better than two secure people in a relationship.
They're making it work. No, but I was laughing because my brother texted our big group chat on my dad's side of the family that there's like 15 plus people in this group chat, maybe more, probably more. And Yeah, like 20 almost. And the Eagles play the Chiefs. It's our Birds Gang group chat. Eagles play the Chiefs next week. And my aunt, like very funny, was like, you think Travis is going to be a little too tired next week? Like we were laughing. And my brother was like, hand up. I've watched the video of her running into his arms like 5,000 times. And literally it went like my mom, like when my aunt being like, me 2, my dad, me 3, my uncle, me 4, like
everybody's watching
every single person, like we're transcending all demographics.
Yeah.
We're going young to old, male, female. Everybody's been laying in bed Sunday morning watching these videos.
Everybody's excited about it.
Yes.
And we can't get enough. And we're gonna get more. I know we're gonna get more angles. There's more to come because once you see one video, then all of a sudden they're like, how have you been hiding this?
I know.
And then a new video comes.
God bless them.
I know, seriously. God bless love and God bless these two.
God bless America.
Yes, exactly. All right. That's the topics.
Yeah, there's that. That's it. There's quite literally. I don't really care what anybody else is doing.
No, can't.
Sorry.
Cannot.
All right, the Weekly Watch Report is brought to you by Coors Light. The holidays are full of get-togethers and celebrations, but in between the excitement, it's important to pause and make time for the little moments too. As you can see, I have my lovely co-host promoting the back of her shirt, which is a massive Coors Light tie-dye long sleeve. It's stunning. It's beautiful. I kind of feel like I'm on like HSN right now. Do a little twirl. No, it's a great shirt. We love Coors Light, right, guys? You know we love it. We got to meet with a bunch of Coors Light people in Chicago and talk about all of our plans coming up. We have exciting things. Coors Light has exciting things, but we also need to get through the holidays. It's coming up, and you gotta maybe have some nice cold Coors Light on deck to get through that holiday season. To chill, because the holidays can be stressful. Maybe we're going to a holiday party. My favorite time is when you have this big holiday party. Maybe it's a work holiday party. You're mingling, you're chatting, but as the night goes on, people start to leave. The people you're closest with stay. You get to sit in maybe a little corner, finally take a seat. You can crack open a nice cold Coors Light. The mountains on the bottles and cans even turn blue when your beer is cold. That way you always know when it's time to chill. So when you need to hit reset, just open a Coors Light. It's mountain cold refreshment. So make time to chill this holiday season and reach for the beer that's made to chill. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/chicks. And always celebrate responsibly from Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Weekly Watch Report.
Well, we also care about what we're watching.
Yeah, but barely anything. Weekly Watch Report on Monday. Weekly Watch Report on Monday. Weekly Watch Report on Monday. Weekly Watch Report is the man on the Chiefs come straight home to me.
I feel like I have one of those like
yeah. So
no, I don't know what are those called?
So banjo?
Yeah, but you know, like we're talking real old school where they with the in the water with
ukulele.
No, it's like not even an instrument. It's like what thing you wash clothes on that you can like make sounds on. Anyways, anyway, what did you watch this week?
Weekly Watch Report. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I
You confused?
I watched Selling Sunset.
I was gonna say I know you watched Selling Sunset.
I watched the first, I think 4 episodes of Selling Sunset. See, that's where I'm confused. I don't know how many episodes of Selling Sunset I watched. The fight between Chrishell and Mari Lou.
Yeah.
One of the most delusional fights I've ever seen on reality television.
For sure.
Mari Lou is nuts.
Yeah.
Chrishell was like, what are you saying? And then the fact that she called Jason and was like, you need to be in them. Seriously, if you're not going to watch Selling Sunset, just watch that
one scene.
That one table
I mean,
conversation.
that was, and also Jason, like, that clip did go viral on social too, because they continue to go back and forth. And then you just hear Jason being like, do I need to still be here? Like he was like still on the phone.
Like,
we all thought he hung up, but he was just still listening to them argue.
No, it was delusional. That was nuts. So I'm gonna give Selling Sunset a C because it, like you talked about last week, like when you're watching it and you're just like, what is going on?
Yeah,
but
totally.
That was very entertaining.
Totally.
I watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the new episode. I'm going to give that a B. Beverly Hills always has a special place in my heart.
Yeah. It was a tough one for Sutton.
It was a confusing episode for Sutton.
Yeah.
She was very uncomfortable with the Magic Mike Vegas show.
I mean, to each their own, right? Like some people, that's not their cup.
jam.
That's not their cup of tea.
she was getting upset for the other women. The other women weren't upset for themselves. So it was confusing.
Right.
But I'm going to give Beverly Hills a B. And besides that, I just watch, I'm keeping up with King of Queens because I'm watching that for the,
Yeah, you're watching Friends on TBS at
like
11 p.m. at night.
Well, because I said I was going to watch them in the beginning.
And we came home from dinner. Like every single night that we've come home from any event, like Rhea and I are like getting in we're in any elevator, we're going up to her room, no matter where we are. She's like, God, I fucking hope Friends is on cable.
Because we're going into our hotel and I love cable TV in the hotel. I've been holding on to this take for about a year now.
Oh,
by the way.
God, it's been cooking for a year.
And I forget every single fucking Monday rolls around and I forget about this. And now I just remembered. There is one show on TV that I think is the worst fucking show to exist besides Ridiculousness and besides the Chrisleys. Chrisleys know best.
Yeah.
It's Mike and Molly. Oh. Mike and Molly is the worst sitcom to ever come across my desk. The guy who plays Mike is the most wannabe Kevin James in the entire world. I've
never seen one episode of Mike and Molly.
Fucking funny show I've ever seen. And the reason, me and Marty talk about this all the time. Also, I know I always go back and forth between Marty and Matt on this podcast, which is so funny to me because at home I always just say Matt, and then when I'm here and with Fran, I say
get
Matt.
It though, like,
and then with the people at work, I say Marty.
Yeah.
So it's
because you're talking to me, you'll call him Matt.
I always call him Matt too, but Noah, I'm never gonna call him Matt.
Noah's in the room.
He calls him Marty. You guys call him Marty. Everyone at work calls him Marty.
Yeah.
So then I get all like flustered. But because a girl the other day was like, "What do you call him?" And I was like, "I've talked about this before. I really only call him Matt."
Yeah.
And when I'm in the zone of friends and family,
Maddie, if you're your dad.
Yeah, my dad. My dad loves calling him Maddie. He's like, "What's up, Maddie kid?" Like that's just his thing. I love it. But but besides the point, when I'm in friend and family zone, it's Matt. When I'm in work zone, it's Marty. Anyways, we always talk about how this show is the worst show ever because one time we got home late. It was like 2 a.m. and we were like so fucked up, but we like put on the I don't know what we were doing. We were in the living room, put the cable. I'm always talking about cable television. I notice every episode I say the word cable.
Yeah.
Like it's getting like, how old are you? And Mike and Molly was on, and we were like, what is this show about?
Right.
And
the Weekly Watch Report has just turned into you like channel surfing.
And we just were like,
just going up and down on the clicker.
And we just were like, Mike and Molly.
Terrible.
I couldn't stop. I couldn't grasp how bad the show is that now when it's on.
How many episodes have you watched?
Like a couple, just because of how bad it is. I don't go out of my way.
Right. But it was on. Yeah.
I have to watch and just go, oh my God, this is the worst show ever.
Yeah.
Like, cannot
damn
grasp this show. So the other night when I said to you, oh my God, I hope Friends is on the telly, on the guide, it said Friends.
Yeah.
Clicked it.
Mike
fucking Mike's on my screen. I'm like, no. And then of course I'm like, this is the worst sitcom ever.
So you literally walked out of the elevator. We didn't even really talk about it. You were like, all right, I'm going to bed. Friends better be on the TV, not fucking Mike and Molly. I was like, whoa, what? Like elevator door closes.
And you were like, wait. Like I never
there
even
was no follow-up.
I never even told you about my disdain for Mike and Molly.
Like, we were just in there. You were like, it better not be fucking Mike and Molly.
You were like what? And then
goes.
As the elevator door's closing, you're like, what? And I'm like, so we've never talked about this.
No.
I've never brought it up on the podcast, but I have been meaning to. I think I've put it up on my Instagram stories before, being like, this is the worst show ever. He's a wannabe Kevin James. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it.
Okay, I watched. Oh, beautiful. Honestly, though, like, when you got to put your legs up for the. What is it? What do they do? What do they call it?
Lymphatic drainage.
Yeah. What did I watch? I'm Love Island Games, obviously. Obsessed, love it. It's amazing. One of my favorite shows. It's really all I'm watching. Like I'm tuning into other stuff, but Love Island Games has my full attention. Tuning into every episode. Normally the day after, I haven't watched. But this will come out Monday, so I'll be missing the Sunday episode. So, if you're up to date, I don't know what happened yet. But it's good, and I'm sad. There's been some eliminations of people that I really liked on the show. No spoilers. Maybe people are behind. People always yell at me for spoilers when it comes to Love Island, but it's on every fucking night. Like, sorry, you got to keep up. and one couple was sent home. I can't believe I'm talking to you like this.
No, you're like, sorry, you gotta fucking keep up.
Yeah, it's on every single night. Like, how long do I have to hold in my thoughts?
You can't. You gotta
know?
be free.
So the couple that was recently eliminated, I was very sad about because I thought he was great and she did not get enough time. She's a star. She's been on multiple seasons. UK girl, like, you know, she's a star. She deserved to be on that show way more. And you know who I really can't stand? Johnny. Friggin' Johnny, mostly because he's also made his way like onto the challenge and everything, and I can't stand him on the challenge. And now he's back trying to do like the whole Love Island thing, and he's being all competitive.
Is he on these shows a lot because he's like annoying?
Yeah, I mean, I think he came onto this one because they wanted to have like exes on, so like Selly's on and Johnny's on there. They left their season of Love Island together and then broke up, and he came back, but now he's been paired up with Jess from Love Island Australia, who, you know, sweet girl, but she's just a lot. Not also like just like not really my cup of tea. I think she is, and it's sad because she is so cute and she's very funny, but she's very insecure. And sometimes I feel bad like when that comes across on TV. Like it's hard, you know, she's comparing herself to the other girls, or like if a guy doesn't like her, which is sad.
You're breathing into the mics.
Oh my God.
It's very, I think
but it's just hard. I mean, it's really hard to be on a show like that. Everybody's beautiful. It's, you know.
I think that insecurity is a tough thing in the fact that when you are feeling insecure about yourself, because I'm guilty of this sometimes, you'll talk about it, right, to other people because you are feeling insecure in yourself and you're thinking that the other people are thinking what you're thinking about yourself.
Yeah.
So then you bring light to it. But then you realize that they're not thinking about it, and it's only making it worse for you to talk about your insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to explain, but I can understand when you're feeling insecure, you talk about it, but then it kind of only...
No, I get it. I totally
amplifies
get
it rather than, you know...
Yeah.
It's almost like a fake it till you make it thing. Like sometimes if you're feeling insecure, you got to like just fake it, and then you'll build up that confidence.
I'm really hoping it's a ruthless game. Like people are sending each other home, kind of like it's tough. I also have no idea how long this show is going to be on TV for. Like I'm like, how long is this season? Or is it a month? Is it 3 weeks? Is it 2 weeks? Like, is it almost over? I have no idea. It could be over at a moment's notice, I feel like.
Do you see any end game happening for any of these people?
Like my Delulu self thinks yes, that there are some good pairs, but they live far, like they're fucking far away. Justine.
New word.
Yeah. Justine and me saying Delulu. Yeah. Jeff's. I got that from Gia.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, Justine and Jack, I love. I think they're so cute. I think they make a great couple. But you know, it's a overseas cross-country, cross-world relationship.
I think that's probably what the hardest part about Love Island games is the crossover. Like, it's not just long distance states or whatever. It's like, oh, different countries.
No, and I feel bad because I think that like Justine, she's been open about it, that she's like worried that maybe Jack, like, because this is the name of the game, right? You here for love or money, $100,000 at the end of this, like. So I think she's like catching feelings and is worried that like maybe it's not being reciprocated. There's one other one too. And once again, sorry if you're not caught up, but like it is what it is when I want to talk about it. Eyal has entered. He was a late arrival.
Scott Disick is now tuning in.
Yeah, Eyal is on. And I have potential, like I could see maybe him meeting somebody that could work because he's done it before. Dated an LA girl already, and they were together for a long time, Delilah Bell. So in my mind, I'm like, he's done it before. He probably do it again with like another little girly in LA or something. So maybe that would be one that would work. And yeah, it's been very entertaining. Like I said, I could not be more locked in. I know I'm late. I'm giving it a A-.
High score. Because anything that captures my attention that much, where like I wake up in the morning or before I'm going to bed, where I'm like, oh fuck, I have to watch the episode. Like that's how I'm running to tune in. So I feel like it's well deserved.
Did you find any subscriptions you forgot about or any you paid for twice and didn't realize it? I think this happens to everybody. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. With Rocket Money, you can easily cancel the ones you don't want with just the press of a button. No more long hold times or annoying emails with customer service. Rocket Money does all the work for you. Rocket Money can even negotiate to lower your bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is take a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. Rocket Money also lets you monitor all your expenses in one place, recommends custom budget based on your past spending, and they'll even send you notifications when you've reached your spending limits. With over 5 million users and counting, Rocket Money has helped save its customers an average of $720 a year and $1 billion in total savings so far. I think everybody has subscriptions that they use and they don't realize. I know that I do this all the time. Maybe you sign up for a free trial and then you forget about it. You forgot to cancel. You're being charged every month and you don't even realize. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and manage your money the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/chicks. That's rocketmoney.com/chicks. rocketmoney.com/chicks. Special Forces this past week was great. Fun fact, I saw staff member Rudy Reyes in the elevator in the Chicago hotel. Spy, just, the guy was looking real familiar, and I put the pieces together there. But this past week was a good episode, and everybody, it's been all over the internet, was JoJo Siwa carrying Tom Sandoval, which was an unreal visual. She fucking threw him over her shoulder. And I did see one post. I don't know if it was on Not Skinny But Not Fat or Dumar. So it was on somebody's Instagram account where like somebody had wrote in saying that they edited. No, that's one of those words that's like they
edited.
Yeah. You like say it too many times. It like sounds like a fake word,
Edited.
They cut it so that They cut it so that it looked like she was like walking miles with him on her shoulder, and the person had said that it was really like 10 steps was like all she could do, but they made it look like it was on
did it.
No, but the exact one, yes, she could even walk one step with him, and two, it was just an incredible visual. I really loved every second of it. Him.
She was like, ah!
She was like, "Get over here, Tom." So I'm gonna give Special Forces a B. This week, this episode is when they write letters to, like, if they were to die in combat, or if they were to die, that they write letters like their family and everything. And oh my god, when they did it last season, it was waterworks the whole time. So I'm anticipating that. I watched the first episode in Lessons in Chemistry on the plane. I'll give it a B-. It's a first episode, a little bit of a slow start. And once again, I know I've said it a million times, but when a book is adapted into a TV show, it's harder to watch week to week because it's like, what's happening. Like, the anticipation is not quite there. It's just like, in my mind, I'm like, all right, let's get to the juicy stuff. But it is good, and I love Brie Larson, so I will definitely keep watching that. And then Joe and I watched Dumb Money, the movie. We bought it to watch, I believe. We haven't gone to the movies in like a really long time, so we were like, it's like, we'll buy it. It's like we're buying movie tickets, and it was good. I'll give it like a B-. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was funny. Like, I laughed. Pete Davidson was funny. He's in it. He was good. We obviously lived through it, like, not that long ago when all this shit happened. And I definitely paid attention to it, but
What's
not
it about
like this
again?
locked in. It's like the GameStop stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously with like how involved Dave was in it.
Yeah.
Like, we saw a clip of Dave is literally in the movie.
Really?
Yes.
That's crazy. Has he seen that?
Yeah, I would think. I mean, he's literally in the movie. Like,
That's
they
wild.
used a clip of his like Davey Day Trader of when he interviewed the guy from
Yeah,
Robin Hood.
that's crazy.
And like they just like put it
Wow.
in. Sebastian Stan played that guy, and they looked really quite similar visually wise.
Sebastian Stan, a jack of all trades.
Yeah, 100%. And so it was good, and I definitely felt like it was funny, but I also was learning more about what was going on. Seth Rogen's in it as well, because they're all playing real life people, so that's always kind of funny. It's like the Steve Cohen and like all those people that were involved in all of this and seeing it, so that was good. But yeah, I can't say I'm really well versed in the financial world, so there's a couple pauses of the movie of me being like, what does that mean? So,
Yeah, I feel that.
But
That's why The Big Short was good, because they would remember.
Yeah,
Where they would cut away and they just explain what everything meant for a
yes, yeah. No, I kind of needed. I mean, they did that a little bit in this movie as well. It was like they were definitely giving, oh, that's what this means and blah blah blah. Which somebody, if you're like me, you need that explanation. And that is, I watched some Kardashians. I don't really have a grade for that because I was like half asleep watching it. I just put it on TV as I was falling asleep, and that's it. I'm behind on Housewives. I haven't caught up. Like I said, Love Island Games has fucking taken up my brain. And that's it. That's everything I watched.
How about you, big dog?
I have one thing. I watched the season 3 finale of The Morning Show, episode 10.
So it was 10 episodes.
Yes. C+.
Okay. All right.
I was hoping like for a better finale.
Do you think they're going to make another season?
After this, would
it make sense if it ended?
I'm not going to spoil it, but like,
You can just answer that question.
they don't need to have another season in my opinion, but they probably will, money grab. But
It will be back for a 4th season.
oh, great.
Everything.
Was that sarcasm?
Kind of, because I like watch it because I'm like, I'll watch it, but I don't fully enjoy it.
Oh, honestly, it was.
You don't have to watch
It was.
if you don't like it.
No, I get that. I do that
It's
with
like,
a lot
I'm
of
just
TV
like,
shows.
I'm already in it. In it.
It was renewed in April of 2023 before season 3 even came out.
Mm.
So, yeah. Yep. Season. Yep.
I feel like John Hamm's one of those actors, like, he should be way bigger than he is. Like, he's obviously John Hamm.
He is huge. Hammy Boy is in the new Mean Girls.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he plays Coach
Hammy
Carr.
Boy?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, has he ever, like, carried a movie on his own? Like, he's
Well,
always
he
like a
carried
side
it.
guy.
Well,
I mean, a show,
Didn't he
obviously.
carry a show,
Mad
an
Men.
entire
Yeah, I mean,
show
he
that
carried
people have been
Mad Men.
obsessed
but,
with?
like,
Quite
why
a
isn't
long
he,
time.
Why isn't he like a leading man?
Maybe he doesn't
in
want to
movies?
be.
I think
Maybe
probably
he
does.
did his job
Yeah.
and he said, I don't want to be a leading man. He's a
Yeah,
leading
he's
man.
He's good in everything he does.
He's a leading man in life.
He's great in Top Gun Maverick.
He was great in The Departed. I mean, not The Departed, The Town.
I was going to say he was not
he's
in The
definitely not in The
Departed.
Departed.
Anyways, that's what I
Well,
watched.
anyways,
Yeah,
this was
yeah.
for John Hamm.
No,
Hammy boy.
hey, John. No, like that you could really get out there more.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, man.
Have
you
some
got-
more
hey, man,
confidence.
Big potential.
Yeah, you got
You have
some
leading
talent.
man energy, pal.
Yeah.
He does. I mean,
in
he's got
case
leading
you
man
didn't,
looks.
know, Noah Ives thinks you've
Wait,
got leading man energy. You
How old
better
do you
put
think
yourself
John
out
Hamm
there.
is? Let's guess.
I'm going to guess.
I
I'm
guess
going to
like
guess
50.
I'm going to guess 56.
I'm gonna guess 59, and he is. Oh wow, 52.
Wow.
Winner, winner.
Maybe he's not aging that great.
Guys, by the way, we went out to dinner. This is like, I should have included this in the intro, but we went out to dinner, 7 people in LA,
Yes.
and we went around and guessed the check.
Yeah.
That's always fun. Like everybody throws out a number.
Price is
see?
right.
And I got the exact number.
It was crazy. I was holding the check, and Fran was the
exact
first
number.
one to guess, and I had to put on a poker face
I
for
know,
the ages.
and Rhea was like, "Did you peek?" I was like, "No, I,
was like, "Did you
swear
fucking
to
see
God,
it?"
I didn't see it."
She guessed it exactly. It was incredible. So then we made her pay for the whole thing.
Yeah,
yeah, that's your prize.
yeah.
But no, that was impressive.
No, that was crazy.
Up top.
Thanks, bruh.
I don't think I've ever said up top
Down low, buddy.
in my life. Put her there, partner.
No.
I saw this was just reminding
This
me
like
of this.
really feels like we're just hanging out when I'm like this.
Yeah.
You know?
It always depends on how
Just-
you're sitting. It's, you
Yeah.
know.
Because you're saying up top, it reminded me of this. I saw a TikTok, I think, of
Did you hear
someone
that?
being like,
Yeah.
why do we knock like this on doors? And like, we could just, like, we're doing more work than we have to raise your hand to knock. Like,
We
why
could
don't
just do
like,
it down low.
Like a
down
side
low,
arm,
like, or
a
just,
side
like,
arm knock.
Or just a
like-
tap the bottom. Like your arm's already down here.
Yeah.
Do like a.
We like raise our arm to knock. Like, why?
That's a good. That
Yeah.
raises a good point.
Yeah.
Now
Oh, nice.
I'm
Is
gonna
that a
try
pun?
that next time. But I just
I mean, why don't you
That
just kick
raises a
the
good
fucking
point,
door?
Rhea?
Like,
yeah, like give it a tap.
just, yeah.
More
Hey,
like,
At that
more like
point-
that lowers a good point.
Okay,
Oh, boy.
that was a
That's
good.
a tough way to end
that
the show,
wasn't.
but
That was awful.
yeah. It's a tough way to end the episode. Thank you, Noah.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks of the Office. I'm scared about the blood rushing to my head or
Yeah,
to my
yeah,
body
yeah.
when I remove myself from this position. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who came to our show in Chicago. Thank you to the people coming to New York. We can't wait to see you in person. We love you guys so much, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday.